In halophytes, the problem is salt. And there are two types of strategy for halophytes. There are the salt accumulators and the salt excluders. The salt accumulators bring it into the plant, but then have to find out something to do with it because it can really mess with your osmotic balance because it will attract water. So the first thing you can do if you're an accumulator is you can stick that salt inside a vacuole inside some plant tissue locked away from interfering with the water. But you still do need it to draw water into the plant. Yeah, but then you don't want too much water to flow into the plant and for it to cause all the cells to be too turgid. Okay, so we've got the salt accumulators that do store the salt in specialized vacuoles inside specialized tissue. Then we can have scission of leaves. We can store a lot of salt in a vacuole in an old leaf and pump all of the salt in there, and then it will drop the leaf and take the salt with it. Yep. And then also the salt accumulator can get salt and pump it onto the surface of the leaf. And that's when a lot of things like mangroves have the buildup of salt crystals on their surface because the salt crystals actually reflect a lot of sunlight. For the salt excluders, you'd want to prevent salt coming in. You were aware that last year we learned about the Casparian strip that stops water moving in and out of the root. You can actually have a membrane that lets water in but not salt. So you can exclude the salt from coming in originally, but then the problem there is what are you going to use to attract the water? And this is when you start using other solute like glucose or sucrose or amino acids or something else that's going to attract the water, but it won't be salt. The other one is to take in the salt with the water and then pump the salt straight back out again.